Let me tell you about a day that started like any other day for a lot of older folks, quiet, routine, and familiar. And then, in just a few minutes, it turned into the kind of story that makes you hold your breath and think about the people you love. It was a Tuesday morning at a small pharmacy plaza on the edge of a sleepy town. The kind of plaza with a grocery store, a bank branch, a dry cleaner, and a little diner that still serves real coffee in thick mugs. The parking lot was busy and a gentle, no rushing teenagers, no loud music. Mostly older people, running errands, doing what they've done for years, a biker named Cole Harbor. Maddox was there for the simplest reason in the world. He was picking up his blood pressure medication for his club brother, who couldn't drive anymore. Cole was in his late 50s, tall and broad, with a gray-streaked beard and calm eyes. He wore a black vest with a motorcycle club support patch, a dark hoodie underneath, and gloves because the air was still cold. Now, Cole had a reputation. Folks who didn't know him might have assumed trouble followed him around, but people who truly understood life knew something else. Older men like Cole often become quiet protectors. They don't talk a lot. They watch. They notice. And when something feels wrong, they don't ignore it. Cole had just walked out of the pharmacy with a small white bag in his hand. When he saw an elderly woman standing near the curb by the bank, she looked like someone's grandmother because she was. Short, careful steps, a neat coat, white hair pinned back, a purse held close to her body like it mattered. She wasn't shouting. She wasn't waving. But her eyes were scanning the parking lot the way a person scans a room. When they don't feel safe, a younger man stood beside her, maybe in his 30s, clean jacket, neat hair, holding a set of car keys, and smiling. From a distance, it almost looked friendly, but then Cole saw the woman's hands. They were shaking, not the gentle shake of age. The sharp shake of fear. Cole slowed down. He didn't stare like a rude person. He watched like a careful person. The man leaned in close to the woman, saying something softly. The woman nodded once, but her face didn't match the nod. Her lips pressed together tight, like she was trying not to cry. Cole took a few steps closer, pretending he was just walking to his bike. That's when he heard the woman's voice, barely a whisper. "He keeps calling me." "Sweetheart," she said, like it embarrassed her. "But I don't know him." Cole stopped walking. He didn't say what. Loudly, he didn't make a scene. He just turned his head slightly and met her eyes. Woman looked at him the way older people look at someone when they're hoping for help, but they're ashamed to ask for it. If you're watching this and you've ever had a mother or grandmother who tried to not bother anybody, comment, "You are not a bother," because that mindset has put too many elders in danger. Cole stepped closer, calm and polite. "Ma'am," he said, "are you all right?" The man's smile tightened. "She's fine. I'm helping her." Cole kept his voice friendly. "That's kind of you. What's her name?" The man blinked. "Excuse me?" Cole nodded politely. "Her name. If you're helping, you must know it." The woman's eyes widened a little, like she realized finally someone was asking the right question. The man laughed softly. "Look, buddy, I don't have to answer to you." Cole's tone stayed calm, but it dropped a degree colder. "You don't, but she doesn't look fine." The woman swallowed. "My name is Mabel," she whispered. "Mabel Price." Cole nodded gently. "Nice to meet you, Ms. Price. I'm Cole." The man stepped in between them slightly, still smiling. "She's confused. She asked me to help her with her banking. She forgot where she parked." Mabel shook her head just a little, so small the man didn't notice, but Cole did. Cole turned to Mabel, still calm. "Ms. Price, did you ask him?" Mabel's voice was barely there. "No." The word landed heavy. Cole looked at the man, then stepped back. The man's smile finally slipped. "Mind your business." Cole glanced down at the keys in the man's hand. Then he looked toward the parked cars. There was a dark sedan idling near the far end of the bank lane. Too close, too ready. Cole's instincts spoke loud. This wasn't flirting. This wasn't help. This was a setup. If you've got parents or grandparents who still run errands alone, comment, check on them. Not because they're weak, because people can be cruel. Cole did something simple. He shifted his body slightly so he was between Mabel and the man, like a wall that didn't need to be loud. "Mabel," he said softly, "do you have your phone?" Mabel nodded and fumbled in her purse, hand shaking. The man leaned in again, voice sweet like syrup. "Sweetheart, come on. Let's get you in the car. It's cold." Cole's eyes hardened. "Don't call her that." The man's head snapped to Cole. "What?" Cole repeated it, calm and clear. "Don't call her that. You don't know her. The man's jaw tightened. You some kind of hero? Cole's mouth barely moved. No, just someone who pays attention. Mabel finally got her phone out. The screen lit up with big icons. She looked down at it, confused. I can't. My daughter Cole leaned closer. What's your daughter's name? Elaine, Mabel whispered. Cole nodded. All right, we're calling Elaine. The man suddenly changed his tone. No more sweet. Now it was sharp. Give me the phone. Cole's voice went low. No. The man's hand moved toward Mabel's purse. Cole moved first. Step. Body blocking. No punch. No violence. Just control. Back off, Cole said. The man looked around the lot. He saw other people nearby. He saw eyes turning their way. He realized he didn't have privacy anymore. Predators hate attention. Cole raised his own phone and started recording. Not as a threat, but as protection. Smile, he told the man. It helps the police later. The man's face went pale with anger. You're making trouble. Cole nodded once. Good. If you believe older people deserve respect and safety, comment protect our elders, because this world moves fast. And elders get targeted. Mabel's phone slipped in her shaky hands and nearly fell. Cole caught it gently. It's okay. I've got it. He opened the contacts and found Elaine's daughter. Pressed a call. It rang once, twice. Then a woman answered, breathless, like she'd been worried before she even picked up. Hello. Cole spoke clearly. Ma'am, my name is Cole Maddox. I'm at the Cedar Ridge Pharmacy Plaza by the bank. I'm with a woman named Mabel Price. She says you're her daughter. There was a sharp inhale. That's my mom. Is she okay? Mabel's eyes filled with tears. She whispered Elaine. Elaine's voice broke through the speaker. Mom, where are you? Mabel started crying quietly. I'm at the bank, I think. I think this man Cole stepped a bit closer, keeping Mabel behind him. Elaine, there's a man here claiming he's helping her. She says she doesn't know him. Can you get here now? And call the police. Elaine didn't hesitate. I'm coming. I'm calling right now. Please stay with her. Cole nodded. We will. The man heard enough. He turned his body slightly like he was getting ready to leave. Cole lifted his voice just enough for nearby shoppers to hear. Sir, don't walk away. Police are on the way. The man's head snapped back. You can't hold me. Cole's voice stayed calm. I'm not holding you. I'm asking you to stay. The man started walking fast toward the idling sedan. Cole didn't chase like a young man. He did something smarter. He took one clear photo of the man's face. Then he angled his camera toward the sedan's plate. Then he turned and called out to a store employee standing near the entrance. Ma'am, Cole said, can you call security and tell them we have an elder being targeted? The employee's eyes widened. Yes. Mabel clutched her purse like it was a life vest. I don't want trouble. Cole turned to her, a soft voice. Mabel, trouble found you. We're just not letting it take you. If you've ever heard an elder say, I don't want to be a problem, comment you matter, 'cause you do. The sedan door opened. The man got in. The car began to move. And then, in the most ordinary way, the most powerful sound rolled into the lot. Motorcycles, 3 bikes. Then 2 more, pulling in from the road and spreading out in a loose line like a net. Not blocking traffic in a wild way, just making it very hard for a car to slip out unseen. Cole had made one more call while Elaine was speaking. Now his brothers had arrived. Leading them was Dale Anchor Rivas. Early 60s, thick gray mustache, steady eyes. With him came Troy Spokes Bennett, sharp-looking and quiet. Nina Sable Hartcomb, older woman with strong posture. And Ruka, big man who didn't say much but stood like a wall. Anchor looked at Cole's face and didn't need a long explanation. What's happening? Cole pointed calmly. That man tried to walk her to a car. She doesn't know him. I've got his face and plate. Anchor's eyes went hard. Not today. The sedan tried to slip around. Spokes rolled his bike forward just enough to force the sedan to slow without touching it. Sable stayed with Mabel, voice gentle. Sweetheart, no, ma'am, Mabel, you're safe. Don't look at him. Look at me. Mabel's tears fell freely now. I was just trying to deposit my check. Sable nodded. I know. That's all you were doing. This is hitting you as a family story. Comment she's someone's mom, 'cause that's the truth. Predators forget. The sedan stopped. The driver looked around and realized he was trapped between witnesses, cameras, and a group of bikers who weren't shouting but weren't leaving either. Then police cruisers arrived, 2 lights flashing, doors opening. The officer took one look at Mabel shaking, crying, and then at Cole's phone recording. What's going on? The officer asked. Cole spoke clearly. Sir, this woman is Mabel Price. She says she does not know that man. He tried to take her to a car. I called her daughter. Her daughter is coming. I have video in the plate. The officer nodded sharply and walked toward the sedan. Driver, turn off the engine. Step out. The man raised his hand, suddenly calm, like he'd never been aggressive at all. This is a misunderstanding. I was helping her. The officer looked at Mabel. Ma'am, do you know him? Mabel shook her head hard. No. The officer turned back to the man. Step out. They cuffed him. They searched the sedan. And what they found is what changed everything in the glove box. A notebook with names, dates, times, amounts. Notes like alone, confused. Cash bank day. The trunk. 2 different jackets, a wig, and a stack of gift cards. It wasn't one moment. It was a routine. The officer's face darkened. This guy's been doing this. Cole felt a heavy sickness in his stomach. How many? The officer didn't answer yet, but his eyes said enough. If you ever wondered how scammers and predators choose people, comment they look for lonely, because that's the truth, and we can fight it by staying connected. Detective Marion Holt arrived quickly, took the notebook, and started making calls right there in the lot. She spoke in short, hard sentences. Run these names. Get me bank camera footage. Call Adult Protective Services. Now. Elaine's car screeched into the lot. She ran out, not caring who saw her tears. Mom. Mabel turned and collapsed into her daughter's arms, like she'd been holding fear inside her bones for months. Elaine looked at Cole with red eyes. Thank you. Thank you for staying. Cole nodded once. I'm glad I saw her. Elaine hugged her mother tighter. Mom, you can't be alone like that. Mabel's voice was small. I didn't want to bother you. Elaine cried harder. You never bother me. If you have someone older in your life, call them today. Even a 5-minute call can stop someone from being isolated. Detective Holt approached Cole and Anchor. You did a good thing. This notebook. It ties to multiple complaints we couldn't prove. Elders reporting a helpful stranger at banks and pharmacies. He changes his look. He moves town to town. Anchor's jaw flexed. So, he's a hunter. Holt nodded. Yes. And today he got caught, because someone watched. Cole looked at Mabel and Elaine again, and felt something settle in him. Not pride. Responsibility. Because if that man's notebook had names, that meant there were other Mabels. Other families. Other quiet fear. Over the next week, the story spread through the town. Not as gossip like a warning. The bank put up signs. The pharmacy trained staff. The diner owner told every older customer, if anyone offers you help to your car, you come inside and tell me. And Detective Holt did something more. She used that notebook to call families. Some families were shocked. Some were angry. Some were already grieving because an elder's money was gone and they didn't know why. The notebook helped them understand. It changed everything because it wasn't just about one near miss. It was about a pattern that had been hurting people quietly. Mabel later told Elaine something that made Elaine cry again. He wasn't the first one. 2 weeks ago, a man offered to carry my groceries. I said no. Then he followed me to my car. Elaine's voice shook. Mom, why didn't you tell me? Mabel looked down. I didn't want you to worry. Cole heard that and felt the weight of it. Older folks carry worry like a secret, thinking they're protecting family by being silent. But silence is what predators love. So here's the simple rule, Cole told everyone after that day. And I'm telling you too, if an elder feels uneasy, that's enough reason to stop and ask questions. If someone says, I don't know him, believe them. If a stranger insists, that's a red flag. And if you feel rude saying no, be rude. Safety is more important than manners. If you have a family safety rule for elders, comment elder rule and share it. Someone reading might copy it and save their mom or granddad. At the end of the week, Detective Holt called Cole. Cole, she said, that plate and your video helped us connect him to 3 counties. We're charging him with attempted kidnapping, fraud, and elder exploitation. Cole exhaled slowly. Good. And, Holt added, we found 2 more men working with him. Same notebook style. Same method. Cole's eyes closed for a second. So it was a crew. Holt said, and now we can stop them. So it changed everything. Not just that Mabel got home, but that the net got pulled tight around a group that had been hunting older people for a long time. Months later, Mabel came back to that same plaza with Elaine, but this time, Elaine walked beside her, and Mabel looked different. Not weaker, stronger, because she knew she wasn't alone. She saw Cole outside the diner one morning and walked up slowly. You're the biker, she said. Cole smiled politely. Yes, ma'am. Mabel reached into her purse and handed him a small note card. It said in careful handwriting, "Thank you for seeing me." Cole swallowed hard. "You're welcome." Mabel patted his arm gently. "Don't let this world make you think you look scary. That day you looked like safety." Cole didn't know what to say. So he said the simplest truth, "I just didn't walk away." If this story moved you even a little, comment "I won't walk away," because that's how we change things one person at a time, one moment at a time.